Namaste, welcome to a Gentle Flow class. My name is Juzbi and today we're going to do a nice, easy breezy gentle flow just to release all the tensions around all of your body parts. So let's get started. So first we're going to arrive in our child's pose. Spread your knees hip distance apart, or you can even keep it together if your hips are not feeling too flexible today. And then drop your hips down towards your heels, stretching your arms in front to the top of the mat, and gently slide your forehead down on the mat, allowing yourself to breathe deeply and fully, and exhale softly and long. We'll stay here for 5 more breaths to center ourselves for the practice today. Keeping our breath long and mindful. And just allowing our mind to be anchored to our breath. On your last breath out, come onto your hands and knees, bringing your hands directly over your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. Knees are hip distance apart. Untuck your toes or tuck your toes, your choice. Make sure your index finger is parallel to each other and you're pressing through the inner edges of your palms. We're going to mobilize our spine with 5 rounds of cat and cow. Always initiating the movement from our tailbone. As we inhale, we're going to lift the tailbone up, drop our belly down, and lift our heart up through the upper arm bones, gazing up into a cow. And exhale, dropping our tailbone down, scooping our belly in, protracting our shoulders, just pushing the mat away with our hands and looking down between our knees into a cat. Inhale, tailbone lifts, heart lifts, cow. And exhale, rounding our spines, looking down, engaging our core, keeping it hollow into a cat. Inhale, 2 more rounds, moving with our breath, coming into a cow position again. And exhale, curl your spine into a cat. Inhale once more to cow. Lifting your heart up. Exhale, cat. Notice your shoulder blades spread apart. Inhale, tabletop, neutral spine position. From here, we're just going to move our body from side to side, exploring our end range of motion for the wrist. So just breathe mindfully, move along with your breath, up and down, side to side. Feeling that flow of prana, the life force in your body. Option to change your hand position so your fingertips are pointing towards the knees. So you can really work your wrists, strengthening your wrist area that's often neglected. And it's really important for your arm balances, your inversions. So just give a little tender love and care to your wrist. And then come back into your tabletop position. Good. Now from here, we're going to do thread the needle pose. On your next inhale, lift your right arm up towards the ceiling, gaze up, opening your chest a little bit, opening your shoulders. And as you exhale, you're going to lower your right hand underneath your left, dropping your ears onto the mat, coming into your thread the needle pose. Inhale, lift your right arm up, look up, expanding your chest. And exhale, drop your right arm down underneath your left ears to the mat. One more time, inhale, looking up, roll your wrist up. And exhale, moving with the breath. Inhale, come back to your tabletop position. Switching sides, inhale, lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Open your chest. Exhale, draw your left hand underneath your right. Feel that stretch in your side body. Inhale, lift your left arm up again, rolling your wrist up. Exhale, dropping your left arm down, keeping your sitting bones up towards the ceiling. Inhale, one more time, look up. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, back to your tabletop position. Slide your hands towards the front of the mat. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips up and back into your first downward facing dog, your inverted V-shaped position. You can move your dog by bending your knees from side to side. And just coming back to your breath again. Watching the inflow and the outflow mindfully. And matching your movement with your breath to the best that you can. On the next exhale, come into your stillness. Downward facing dog. Spread your fingers nice and wide and push the mat away with your hands, finding length in your spine. Hug your upper arm bones towards each other so your triceps are down parallel to the floor. Lift your hips up and drop your heels down. Feel that full engagement in your downward facing dog. Allow your navel or your belly button to be towards the spine. Inhale, bend your knees generously, spreading your torso over your thighs. Exhale, step, hop or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come on the shin. Lift your heart forward, lengthening through the crown of your head, keeping that spine neutral. And exhale, fold forward from the hips, maybe bending your knees, maybe clasping your hands underneath your calves. Inhale, press your feet down, actively root and rise, circling your arms to the side and up. Exhale, bring your hands in prayer position and move your hand in front of your heart. One more time, inhale, circle your hands on the side and up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthening through the crown of your head. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step or jump back into your high plank, keeping your shoulders directly underneath your wrist. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees down, lean forward, hugging your elbows towards each other, drop down in one straight line, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, pressing through the tops of your feet. Lift your heart up, look up, and exhale, tucking your toes, sending your hips back into downward facing dog. So we'll do 3 more cycles of Surya Namaskar 8. Inhale, bend your knees, drape your torso over your thighs, gaze up. Step, hop or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale to halfway lift, hand on the shin, spine forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, root and rise, circle your arms to the side and up, look up. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, circle your arms to the side, look up. Feel the side body stretch. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step or jump back into your high plank, keeping your core engaged. Stabilize to the balls of your back foot. Inhale here. Then as you exhale, drop your knees down or keep it lifted. Lean forward, hugging your elbows towards each other, drop down. Inhale, Ardha Mukha, upward facing dog. You're pressing the tops of your feet so much so that your knees and your thighs are lifted. You're looking forward, your heart is going towards the ceiling. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips back into your downward facing dog. Let's breathe collectively here, inhaling deeply. And open your mouth, release. Inhale, bending your knees, looking up, step, hop or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, bring your hands to the shin, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root and rise, circling your arms to the side and up, look up. Exhale, pour your hands in front of your heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, circling your arms to the side, look up, feel that side body stretch. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step back into your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees down, untuck your toes, lift your heart forward and drop down in one straight line. Inhale, upward facing dog, Ardha Mukha. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale deeply and exhale, let it all out. Inhale, bend your knees, spread your torso over your thighs, look forward, step, jump or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, hands to shin, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, root and rise, circling your arms to the side and up. Exhale, bring your hands in front of your heart, Samasthiti. Inhale, circle your arms to the side, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat, step back into a high plank. Exhale, bend your knees down, look forward. Hug your elbows towards each other, drop down in one straight line. Inhale, halfway lift. Ardha Mukha, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Stay here for one breath cycle. Inhale deeply again. And exhale, letting it all out. Time to anchor your mind with your breath again. If you felt disconnected, this is a good opportunity to just come back to your breath. On your next inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Keep your hips level. Bend that knee, open your right hip to the side. Exhale, drop your feet between your hands. Drop your left knee down, untuck your left toes. Inhale, lift your arms up towards the ceiling, coming into your Anjali Asana. Option to place your hands onto your hips. Squeeze your inner thighs towards the midline and engage your torso, allowing the navel to come towards your spine. And then once you've created a space between your thighs and your belly button or your core, just lean forward. Lean forward. Lift your arms up, gaze up. Square your hips, pushing your left hip towards the front wall and draw your right hip back so your hips are perfectly square to the front wall. Inhaling, lift your arms up again. Push your heart up. Drop your tailbone down. And as you exhale, bring your hands on the mat. Untuck your back toe. Lift your back knee coming into your crescent. Lifting your heart, hand up again. Feel that energy. Inhale, keep maintaining that hugging sensation of your inner thigh. And as you exhale, lift your left heel up towards your toes. Inhale here. And as you exhale, lean forward, bring your hands in a prayer position and twist your spine to the right, locking your left elbow over to your right knee. Push your right hand onto your left in order to lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Stay here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rotate deeper. Exhale, maybe looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, coming back. Pivot your back foot to 90 degrees, coming into your warrior two. So your back foot is parallel to the long edge of the mat, and your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. Stay here, gazing over your fingertips. Reach through your fingertips, creating that space between your shoulder blades. Inhale here. And as you exhale, drop your right elbow on top of your right knee. Lift your left arm up and overhead, coming into your side extension. Option to drop your right hand down in front of your front foot. Feel that long line of energy coming all the way from your back foot to your left fingertips. Pressing the outer edges of your back foot down on the mat. Inhale. And as you exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, interlace your fingers. And then drop down, dropping your head down. Next to your knees, coming into your humble warrior. Stay here. Inhaling, lift your upper body up, warrior two. Straighten your front leg and lean forward, sending your hips back, leaning forward. Lean as much as you can, and once you can't lean anymore, drop your right hand down, lift your left arm up, coming into your Trikonasana triangle pose. Staying here for a few breath cycles. And then place your hands in front of the mat to anchor your foot. Pivot your back foot so it faces the front foot. And then going into a pyramid pose, maybe shorten the distance of your feet and allow both your legs to extend fully. Dropping your weight down to the back heel. Inhale here, lifting your spine halfway. And exhale, drop your torso over your thighs. Inhale, halfway lift again. And exhale, fold forward. Feeling that stretch in your legs, in your hamstring, your quads. Inhale, place your hands on the mat, anchoring your front foot. Step your right leg back into your three-legged dog, or option to just come into your downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Release. Inhale one more time deeply. And exhale, release. We'll do the same sequence in the opposite side. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bend that knee, open your hips to the side. Inhale, plant your feet between your hands. Drop your right knee down, untuck your right toes, lift your arms up into low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Keeping your hips square, push your right hip to the front and pull your left hip back. Drop and lengthen your tailbone down and lift your heart up. Squeezing your inner thighs towards each other, start leaning forward. Keep your core engaged. I know too many alignment cues, but just try and keep your core engaged as you lean forward and hug your inner thighs towards each other. Good. Stay here. Exhale, plant your hands on your hips. Untuck your back toe. Lift your back knee, coming into your crescent lunge. Inhale here, lift your heart forward. Exhale, lift your arms up, look up. Crescent lunge. Option to bend your right knee a little bit. Squaring your hips again to face the front wall. And then straighten your right leg fully. Exhale, lift your back heel so it's tapped over your toes. Lean forward, bring your hands in a prayer position and twist your spine to the left wall, locking your right elbow over your left knee. Breathe through the challenge. Press your upper hand down as you lift your pelvis up, rotating your spine deeper. Let each inhale expand you. And let each exhale move you deeper. Look over your left shoulder. Inhale. And as you exhale, coming into your warrior two, pivot your back foot to 90 degrees. Bend your left knee, warrior two. Shorten your stance and just look straight. Inhale here, and as you exhale, drop your left elbow over your left knee. Lift your right arm up and overhead, coming into your side angle, extended side angle. You can even drop your left hand next to your front foot, feeling that long line of energy that you've created. Option 2, bind, come into a bind, maintaining the integrity of the lunge. Press through the outer edges of your back foot. Stay here. And then back into your warrior two. Humble warrior. Interlace, reach your arms back, interlacing your fingers. And drop your head down next to your left knee. Stay here for 2 breath cycles. And then warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Lean forward, sending your hips back. And as you lean forward, drop your left hand down, lifting your right leg up, right hand up, coming into your triangular pose. Extending through your side body and extending through the fingertips. Allow your spine to rotate towards the ceiling. Extend both your legs fully. Maybe lifting your head so it's in line with your spine and your tailbone. You're reaching through the crown of your head in this pose. And you're sending your hips back as much as possible. Inhale here. And as you exhale, place your hands to anchor your front foot. Pivot your back foot to forward, coming into your runner's lunge. And then maybe shortening your stance a little bit so your feet are slightly closer. Moving into your pyramid. Shift your weight back into your back foot. Extend through both your legs. Inhale to halfway lift, spine parallel to the floor. And exhale, fold forward, allowing your torso to be over your thighs. Inhale here. And exhale. Try and feel your body weight on both your legs. So in order to do that, you just need to shift your weight towards the back heel as much as you can. So you're trying to distribute your body weight on both legs. Inhale, halfway lift again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, place your hands on the mat to frame your front foot. Step your left leg back into three-legged dog. Inhale here as you lift your leg forward, equalizing or keeping your hips level. Exhale, drop your left feet down into your downward facing dog. Inhale deeply again. And exhale. Inhale, drop your knees onto the mat. Maybe spreading your knees hip distance apart, untuck your toes. Drop your hips down on the heels, coming into your child's pose again. Take long and deep breaths here. And then come on into a sitting position. We're going to do the hero's pose, yes. Or stretching our hip flexors. Drop your hips down on the mat. So you're sitting evenly on both your sitting bones. Toes pointing out. Inhale here. Shift your hands behind your hips. Allowing your fingertips to face your hips. Inhale, lifting your heart up. And as you exhale, you're going to shift your weight down dropping your elbows onto the mat as you shift your weight down. Stay here. Try to make sure the knees are not splaying apart too much. Option to stay here. You can even stay here if that's more accessible. Continue to lift your heart and lean back as much as you can. If you feel a little flexibility, then you can just stay here on your elbows, dropping your head down, feeling relaxation in your head, lifting your chest up. Or if you feel you want to add a challenge, just drop your shoulder blades down, fully dropping your upper body onto the mat. This is a great hip flexor stretch. So your muscles that join your core and your thigh are getting a great stretch. Often they're shortened when we keep sitting in our chairs, hunching over our computers. So this is a great exercise to counteract that posture. So stay here for a few breath cycles. And then gently and slowly come up. Maybe dropping your elbows on the mat again and lifting yourself up. Coming onto your hands. And then finally extending your feet. Good. Now we're going to do a lateral spine stretch. So it's spinal, the lateral extension of your spine. So what we're going to do is bringing our right foot onto our left thighs, sitting evenly on our sitting bones. You can have your left foot either flexed or pointed. Inhale, stretch your arms up towards the ceiling. Feel that extension in your side body. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your left hand over your left foot. Lift your right hand up and overhead. Twist your spine up towards the ceiling so your upper body is facing the front wall fully. You can come here or you can be here. As long as you're getting this nice stretch in the spine, lateral flexion. That's the word I was wanting to say. Stay here. And then come back up. Shifting sides, folding your left leg, allowing the soles of your left foot to be over your right thigh. Inhale, circle your arms to the side, look up. And as you exhale, twist your body on the side. Your side body extends over your right thigh. Wrap your right hands over your foot. Lift your left arm up and overhead. And keep extending to the side, lifting your spine up towards the ceiling. So it's laterally flexing and rotating. Keep your foot flexed. Good. And come back to center. Maybe doing one last pose, Gomukh Asana. Wrap your right thigh over your left, stacking your knees on top of each other. Balancing your weight on both your sit bones. Swing your arms to the side. Lift your right arm up, bend your right elbow and draw your hands back. Reach your left hand back. Try and get both your hands to meet or as much as they can get close. So you're opening some tension around your shoulder heads. Just keeping your chest and your shoulders more flexible. giving some energy, sending some energy there. Breathe. Stay focused with your breath. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, release from the pose, switching sides, wrapping your left thigh over your right, stacking your knees on top of each other, making sure both your feet are in one line. Inhale, swing your arms to the side, changing the sides, lifting your left arm up, bending your left elbow, reaching your hands back, and reaching your right hand back so they try and meet. Try and hold your hands or try and get as close as possible. Balance your weight on both your sitting bones. And then grow tall, just keeping your spine lifted, reaching through the crown of your head, feeling that energy around your shoulder heads. Stay with your breath, option to close your eyes. Good. Release from the pose. And then meet me at child's pose. You can spread your knees hip distance apart or keep it closed, your choice. Feeling that groundness of your hips on your heels as you touch your forehead on the ground, on your mat. Crawl your fingertips towards the front of the mat, keeping your arms active. And stay centered for 3 more breath cycles. On your next breath out, lift yourself up, crawl your hands back towards your knees, and then meet me in the sitting position. Place your hands on your knees, close your eyes. Feeling your breath again. Your body is still moving through your breath mindfully. Maybe saying a kind word to yourself today. Could be anything that you would like to say to yourself. I love you. I care. And then bring your hands in a prayer position. Bow down to your hands. May the wisdom of your mind always be connected to the compassion in your heart. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.